Good evening. Welcome to Current Affairs. Who are culprits and who is culpable? Is it only a terrorist or terrorist organizations? Or those nations are also culpable who are harboring the terrorists? So obviously, this particular point has been raised by Ms. Sushma Swaraj in United Nations General Assembly today. So the 71st meeting of the UN General Assembly is going on. And very recently, we heard that the Pakistan Prime Minister, Mr. Nawaz Sharif, has criticized India. And he was blaming India on Jammu and Kashmir, and he was blaming India on Balochistan. So India has to say something. And if you look at some of the incidents that happened, maybe Pathankot, maybe Uri recently, or a terrorist who was caught alive. So these are all the examples that Pakistan is still supporting and it is harboring the terrorists. Why? Why there's so much of this poison? And these points have been raised by Ms. Sushma Swaraj today. That's the reason why she urged the international community to declare Pakistan as a terrorist state and isolate Pakistan. And Pakistan, on the other side, it was depending too much on China. But China also made it very, very clear and it has snubbed Pakistan, saying that, so you two are the neighbors. India and Pakistan are both are the neighbors to China. So obviously, so if any conflict is there, that conflict must be resolved through a dialogue. So and going for a war and any other activity like terrorism, so that are not at all acceptable. At least now, the so-called the Pakistan has to learn certain things, and very soon Pakistan may be isolated. And Indian Prime Minister also made it very, very clear that water and blood, they cannot travel together. So this is the statement that is given by the Prime Minister of India today. It's a very, very serious warning. That's the reason why Prime Minister of India has decided to review Indus Water Treaty. What exactly is this? Indus Water Treaty is a treaty between India and Pakistan. It was signed in the year 1960. During the time, the Prime Minister of India was Jawaharlal Nehru. And on the other side from Pakistan, it was signed by Pakistan President Ayub Khan. So this was mediated by the World Bank. And according to this, India should give certain share of in waters to Pakistan. That's the reason why the water that is available in Bias, Ravi, and Sutlej. So that will be taken by the so-called India, and the rest of the rivers, Chenab, Jhelum, and Indus, that will be utilized by the so-called the Pakistan. So meaning is simple, India should not take any steps that there will be a stoppage of flow of water to Pakistan. And of course, in our long history after independence, there was no war with Pakistan on the name of these waters. But the situation has arisen now. You need to put a serious control on Pakistan. India has the capacity to take on Pakistan. Its army itself is enough. But India wanted to go diplomatically and India want to go strategically. And one of the strategies that has been adopted by the Prime Minister today is to look and review the Indus Water Treaty. So for the examination point of view, they may ask you when Indus Water Treaty was signed and who are the nations and what were the nations. So who were the people who signed? So from India, it was Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, and from Pakistan side, it was Ayub Khan. Who mediated this? World Bank. So this is a serious one. So this is how you need to teach a lesson to Pakistan. Going with the weapons, India can do it. But still, India is maintaining lots of restraint. India is known throughout the world for its peace, and India always struggles for peace. And it is expected that Pakistan should not test India's patience anymore. And India is ready to take on Pakistan at any time if further incidents will happen. Look at the gesture of the Prime Minister of India. So he went to Pakistan. He went to Pakistan to attend the ceremonies. It was a surprising visit. Entire world has got surprised. Meaning the Prime Minister of India was always ready to extend his support to our helping hand to Pakistan, supporting hand to Pakistan. So, but unfortunately, what happened from the other side, that is not happening. That's the reason why the things have been taken a very, very serious turn. And entire India, every Indian is serious today and looking towards the Prime Minister of India to take certain decisions very, very seriously. Hope the things will settle down. And India is a country which will never demand or will look for a war. But if the situation demands, India has the capacity to take on it. And apart from this, if you look at, you know, it's a historic test, 500th test for India, and India won the test. Wonderful. And credit goes to all the players for both the batsmen and the bowlers, especially Ashwin, who played extremely well. And of course, if you look at the 100th test and 200th test, India lost, it seems. But the 300th, 400th, and now it is the 500th one, India won this. So hopefully, so this spirit will continue and India will be winning this series against New Zealand. Now, so let me open the document. I also have some information with me with respect to PSLV C35. And before that, I would like to say something. Last week, the Supreme Court of India has ordered Karnataka to release 6,000 cusecs of water of Kaveri to Tamil Nadu every day. And the order has been given last week, and it was asked, Karnataka was asked to release the water up to the 27th of September. But Karnataka cabinet has unanimously, they have decided not to release the water. And today in Karnataka, they filed a petition and requested the Supreme Court and expressed their inability for not releasing the water. According to Karnataka, sufficient water is not available. That's the reason why they are not in a position to release. So we need to wait what the Supreme Court is going to say. Clear? Just like that, you cannot avoid the orders that are given by the Honorable Apex Court. And that is the reason why the government itself has approached the Supreme Court. Let's wait and watch what the court is going to say on this tomorrow. And apart from this, I also have some information with respect to PSLV C15. It's another successful and lengthy major launch by India. So this is one more feather to ISRO's cap, rather India's cap. ISRO is doing a fantastic job. Every venture, every launch is really a successful one. And hats off to ISRO chairman and all the members, all the scientists, everyone who is there in ISRO, and you are making entire India really proud. Now, I'll open the document. I have some points with me. Let me share those points with you. Look at this. PSLV C35, ISRO on September 26th, that is today only, successfully placed advanced weather satellite, SCATSAT. SCATSAT-1, it stands for Scatterometer Satellite. It stands for Scatterometer Satellite. And 7 other satellites in the orbits, in its longest ever launch mission, which spanned over 2 hours and 15 minutes. Second line you can see, SCATSAT stands for Scatterometer Satellite. This is a miniature satellite to provide weather forecasting, cyclone prediction, and tracking services to India. So this is for the first time that satellites were placed in two different orbits with a single rocket. This is a very, very important point for the examination point of view. So I want you to remember this particular information. And of course, so many times I told you the name of the chairman of ISRO. It may be a question in any examination at any point of time, and I want you to, so please remember this. All right. So last but not least, I would like to say something. On October 1st, we are launching IAS 2017 batch number 3. And tomorrow is the last date for registrations. If anybody is interested, you may please join us for joining the list of successful candidates. But the only thing I want to tell you very clearly is that once you join me, I expect you to be very serious with this particular examination. You are expected to follow my guidelines every time I tell you this. And when you join this particular course, if you are really serious for IAS, then only please join. And if you want to concentrate on various examinations at a time, kindly take it for granted that is really not possible, because the amount of quality that is being tested by UPSC is not tested by any other service commission or any other board which is conducting any examination. With the due respects to all, with all the recruitment boards, every recruitment board is doing a fantastic job. But when it comes to this UPSC, so what we have understood is that the quality, they are testing the quality at the highest level. That's the reason why, with lots of difficulty, you write the toppers, even the toppers are getting with lots of difficulty the 50% of the marks. Meaning is simple, that shows the nature of the standard, that shows the standard of the examination, that also shows the, this quality of the examination. And if you are ready to work as per my directions, and if you really want to become a civil servant, and if you want to crack the examination smoothly, then you may please join us. From the date of joining, from day number 1 till you attend your interview, at every step I'll be there with you. Right? So this is the experience what you have all seen. Right? So maybe the registered students or non-registered students, you have faced this. Right? So there was my support for you at every step, and this time also the support will be more enhanced. As the days are passing on, I am focusing more on improving the quality. From the day 1, I talk about the quality, and from day number 2, 3, 4, I always talk about the improved quality. It is not just, I don't believe just in maintaining the standards, but I believe in improving the existing standards. That is the reason why I can always say, whatever the team I have with me with respect to IAS, that team is the best team in India. You can take it for granted. That is the reason why we don't leave any stone unturned. Everything will be given to you. Even English will be taught to you. Even general essay will be taught to you. Every point will be taught to you to make you, a successful candidate in this examination. But the thing is that you have to be so serious, you should be committed, you should not concentrate on any other thing except on this examination. Don't try to concentrate on 2, 3, 4 exams at a time. This is really, really a very, very dangerous, and some of the students are doing this even after repeated warnings, and they have their own pressures, their own interests. That's a different thing. I don't want to comment on that. But for this particular batch, I really suggest that please be serious only on one particular examination, that is IAS 2017. If any one of you is still interested, you may please join by tomorrow midnight, 12 o'clock. Thank you so much for being with me this evening, and I'll see you tomorrow with more news. Thank you so much. Take very good care of yourself. Good night.